Happy opening day at Park City, squad. I do not know where to park.
There aren't any. This lot's
Full? Can't squeeze me anywhere? Okay, gotcha.
not you.
Canyons Village has been building a parking garage down at the Cabriolet base, which is the main parking area, and it's like partially done. I think from what I understand, like the bottom 2 floors of it are available for parking, but basically what I'm getting at is I don't really know where we're supposed to park right now on the Canyon side. Could I back it right there on the end?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, good morning, squad. Merry Christmas, happy December, and happy Park City opening day. Almost every resort has delayed their opening day, and then all of a sudden, everything is opening essentially all at once. So today, which is Friday, you have Park City, and I think Snow Basin is also opening today, and I believe tomorrow, Deer Valley opens like to everyone, and then I believe Sunday is Alta. Everything now is opening this weekend. We're also supposed to get our first real snowfall for the year. There's a storm coming in tonight and through Saturday, and they are calling for upwards of 3 feet in the Cottonwoods. As always, it always snows in Utah, and if this storm pulls through, we'll be right where we need to be in early December. Last 2 notes before we head out is 1, the new Sunrise Gondola is open at Park City. This is a 10-seater brand new gondola that is supposed to help alleviate a lot of the congestion that you get down at the Canyons Base Village. And then the second point is, first day I am using the low light lenses for the year, because it is completely socked in up there, and I don't think there's any shot of sun today. So I think we're ready to go. Park City opening day for probably like the 4th or 5th year now. Let's have fun. So because we parked in the middle of the village, we could either walk down to the base of the Cabriolet, or we can just walk up to the village. I didn't see the point of walking back down, so little walk, but it is snowing and it's beautiful. Will these fit, or can I just bring them in?
You can bring them in.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
As expected, this is a very nice gondola, very nice base area, literally right out the doors of some of these hotels here. It's a 10-seater gondola. Like, every person has their own individual seat. Like, see? 1, 2. Park City opening day. So the new Sunrise Gondola drops you off there, and here you have High Meadow and Saddleback right there. All right, pocket check, pocket check, pocket check. We are finally skiing. That felt like it took way longer than it usually does, but we're here. Coco Pelli. Gotta be really heads up in this little section.
like a lot more fresh snow than man-made, to be honest. And what Canyons does nice is they have high meadow, which is a lot more like a bunny slope. So in a sense, it kind of segregates people a little bit. But you also are left with this really mellow pitch down here. Biggest thing early season is when you cut across this slope, look up the hill. It is true, like the downhill skier has the right of way, but it's always on two people to avoid a collision. And if you're that downhill skier and you're cutting across the mountain and you're not looking over your shoulder when there's one run open, that's a problem. Anyways, fun little run. All right, run number 2 here. Kind of like the full winter conditions. Like this, almost like this frozen sleet on my goggles.
So little update here. It is honestly very good. Again, on the sides you can find some fresh snow. It's not very icy or scratchy, to be honest. It's just the pitch that's really fun can be pretty narrow. So you just got to be extra careful because there's not a lot of room. I mean, there's still only one run, but in terms of snow quality and just like the overall like winter vibe, like this is, again, if you're up here in Park City or wherever, you got to pass, like well worth coming out, getting some turns in. And I think you should start to see more open up here this weekend. So I think it's time to head down onto the gondola, and we are going to go over to the mountain village side and see how that is. Look at this wind. Yeah. It's like we never left here in Utah.
lunch, had a rotisserie chicken, and I was like, oh. But we made it back out here. I don't really know which opening day I like better. Like, I feel like they both kind of have their own things that make it fun. I can't really recommend like one over the other necessarily. Run over on Mountains Village side definitely is longer, but there's also some like flatter pitches kind of like this. But yeah, they're both kind of fun. Some opening days we were able to ski all in there, so oh, pretty low vis. Ah, toe cramp. Oh, they're building a booter. How you doing? Fun actually. I feel like this side is a little bit more fun. I feel like there's more vert. Maybe just because it's later in the day, so there's not as many people, but I don't know. I mean, it's still opening day. Let's try this side. We got an accident. I haven't skied switch all year. Honest impressions, I think I like the Park City mountainside a little bit more for the one run. I mean, I generally like Park City mountainside more in general, even when there's not more than one run, but it feels like you can get a little bit more skiing in, and there's quite the fun amount of, I'm gonna say, like side hits and stuff like that. So anyways, I think I'm opening dayed out as we have more to go this weekend, but so far it's been slowly snowing a little bit, and it's been a fun day. So, fun fact, I don't know if people really know this, but this building right behind me here in the parking lot of the Park City Mountain Village is where I grew up coming out here to ski. In 1993, my dad Joe bought a condo up here on the 4th floor, and so all growing up we would come out here and we'd stay right here and we would just walk back and forth to the mountain, and it was, looking back at it, it was pretty epic. He has since sold that in 2018, I think it was, but for a very long time we spent most of our years out here at what was called Shadow Ridge. There's an outdoor pool right there. We'd ski all day, come back, make dinner, go to the hot tub, swim outside in the pool, and we just did that growing up. So yeah, Shadow Ridge. Every time I come to Park City Mountain Village, it reminds me. But what a fun little opening day.